The fans have waited and wondered, would it happen? Now it has happened. Now it's all about his debut. And the match begins. That's a good-looking pass. No spillage from the goalkeeper. Routine. Sheikh Niasse. Here's Duda. Wonderful chance. Oh, a splendid save.
Well, he's so highly regarded, and that's why he just makes so many good saves.
Well, the danger is still there. Chiesa. Duda. Oh, great defending. And playing it through. Must be. And there it is. 1-0. Their efforts have been... And this confrontation is underway. Sheikh Niasse. Sarr, and passing it through. Unable to keep the ball. Lewis Holtby. Knudsen. Sarr. Into the advanced position. And the pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw in then. Marco Comenda. And the referee sees that as a foul. Free kick given. And the keeper can gather. Duda. Well, he's given us away. Lewis Holtby. Oh, big chance. And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate. A new beginning, the opening match day of the season, and a keen sense of optimism enveloping everyone. Who will come out on top? Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And there are few more enjoyable days on the football calendar than opening day in Serie A. It's Hellas Verona up against Napoli.
Well, the atmosphere is incredible inside the stadium, Derek. There's a real sense of optimism amongst the fans about the new season and what it might bring. It's been a long wait, but hopefully we get a great game to kick their campaigns off.
And the match is underway. Oh, nice ball over the top. Here's the team for Napoli. Andre Frank Zambo Ongisa plays alongside Stanislav Lobotka in central midfield and handed the task of playing up front today, Romelu Lukaku. Federico Chiesa. Could be threatening. Tomasz Suslov. Will he play it in? Well, it's one pass after another. Sarr. Happy to shoot. And nicely parried away. Ongisa. On to Spinazzola. Oh, great vision. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, at the moment, he's playing with great confidence. Every time he gets to the ball, he looks like scoring. 3 goals in the last 3 games, and I'm expecting a similar performance again today.
Bradaric. Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. Spinazzola. Lobotka. And he's through here. McTominay. And a chance for them to nudge in front. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. And back underway, 1-0 it is. He has teammates around him. Oh, in with a chance! And a fine stop to turn the ball away. Has a go! Determined defending.
Well, I don't think they've been at it today, but maybe...
Oh, wait a minute. They could be in here. Being egged on by the crowd. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And it's a top-class finish from Chiesa. He just hits it with such power. That's a brilliant goal.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Andre Frank Zambo Ongisa. Ongisa. Determined defending. And he has options available. And Napoli with the ball again. Well, very effective play in possession. And a precise challenge just when it was required. And news of a goal in the Bologna game, but let's confirm who has scored it. Alex Scott.
It's a goal for Bologna. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 38 minutes on the clock.
Many thanks, Alex. Nicely timed tackle. Bradaric. The delivery. He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal!
Well, you won't see a better connection than this. Hit with such power. What a great goal.
And so it is, the first half story. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. OK, I think we'd better go over to Alex Scott, because, Alex, there's been a change to the scoreline in the Bologna match.
It's another goal for Bologna. They're now behind by 1 with 47 minutes played.
Thank you, Alex. He's in with a chance. Oh, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. And on the back of that decision, now it's a caution.
Well, it's a tight call, but in the end, I think he's got it right. A penalty and a yellow card.
To extend their lead here. And confidently converted.
Well, here it is again. The keeper tries to read the penalty, but in the end, he just makes no effort whatsoever. That's a strange decision.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Stanislav Lobotka. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. There's been so much speculation in terms of whether the transfer would go ahead, but it will go ahead, Stuart.
Yes, it's an exciting move for him, and hopefully we'll now see the best of him. But he'll need to settle in quickly to win over the fans. The move suits everybody, I think.
An encouraging move from Napoli, but they dealt with the threat posed. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. "30 minutes left for play. Oh, no let up, plenty of pressure. Oh, danger here. Oh, big chance. Surely. And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. So making the substitution now. Now we have a plethora of live matches coming up for you here on EA TV. This one, I think, might pique your curiosity.
That should be a tasty encounter. Plenty of quality in those two sides. Certainly one to enjoy.
Well, we can see what they're attempting, but it's just not coming off. Well, just hearing things have changed in the Bologna game, so it seems like a good time to join Alex Scott.
It's another goal for Bologna. They've pulled one back with 71 minutes played.
Alex keeping us right up to date. Really good challenge. Could reduce the deficit. Still alive. Who's going to win this joust? And nicely parried away. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. Well, we're focusing on him for a reason. He's playing with real authority in attack, Stuart.
Well, his skill level to go past defenders and get shots away has been excellent today. The only surprise, he's just got the one goal.
Really should be a Serie A game to savour. You can see it live with us here on EATV. It's Napoli against Bologna.
That looks a really entertaining game. Two good teams with two excellent coaches. I can't wait for that one to come round.
Well, he's certainly not alone. What a block! Well-timed tackle. And all the way through to the keeper. And unable to keep possession. Can he get one back? Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. A real opening now. Big chance it is. Well, when you're trailing by a couple of goals, there's no margin for error.
Well, you can't miss those sort of chances. That was their ticket back into the game.
And the referee retrospect. And there it is, the final whistle. And the contest begins. And a chance for them to nudge in front. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. Oh, wait a minute, they could be in here. Our camera's on one man. He's back from injury and raring to go. He starts. We're live on EATV. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from Serie A. It's Hellas Verona, and they take on Juventus.
Well, thanks, Derek. Our hosts should be full of confidence after their performance on match day one. I wasn't expecting it, nor were the fans, but that should certainly give them confidence going into this one.
Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today.
Well, when you play in a 3-5-2 formation, the position of the wing-backs is key. If they drop too deep, you can't dominate possession. And if they play too high, you leave the centre-backs exposed. They have to get the balance right.
And the starting lineup for Juventus.
Well, it looks like a 3-4-2-1, but key to this formation will be the two wing-backs. They've got a lot of ground to cover, both in attack and defensively.
And they kick off here. Juventus, the old lady, they know how to keep the ball. What can they do from here? Is this the moment? I'm just leaning back a bit and over the bar. Well, it wasn't first-class distribution. Space galore for Juventus. Must take the lead here. Oh, that's a magnificent volley. What a thumper. And far from simple to put it away, yet dispatched seemingly with ease. If ever there were a reason to get emotional about a goal, you've just been exposed to it.
Well, that is a brilliant strike. Just look at the connection he makes. That's how to hit a ball. It's a magnificent goal.
Well, advantage coming into play. Well, it's a really poor challenge. Now, what's the referee going to do about it? And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
Perfect challenge. Teammates available. That's a good pass. Opportunity here. Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
So back underway. One goal apiece here. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Oh, that's a really good run. To give them the advantage. Well, going for power with that shot, but it didn't happen for him at all.
Well, that's a poor effort. He's got that all wrong. That's a really bad shot in the end.
Oh, big chance. And it's got to be. Well read to put an end to that attack. Well, Juventus have it back here. Well, it's fair to say he's been across all the back pages and the focus of social media. And in with a real chance. Is it going to be? And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here! Well, he's certainly not alone. And the chance is on. Still could be dangerous. Oh, great header. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. That's a good-looking shot. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Well, this could be a chance for Juventus to take the lead. They have a corner. Can someone get on the end of this? Well, really meat and drink to the keeper under the circumstances. Well, spot on with that challenge. And a decent save. Full credit. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it! And danger averted. Well read. Now, who can he play it to? Oh, in with a chance! Surely now. And a goal! An end-to-end game! And they weren't behind for long!
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure to finish it off. That's a good goal.
Well, they've restarted the game, and it's 3 apiece. Nicely timed tackle. A real opening now. Oh, he could be in trouble. This could be troublesome. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And it's a good run, matched by a very cool finish. What a great goal that is.
And so it is, the first half story has been written. And we're focusing on... Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Well, if you're going to challenge like that, it has to be spot on. What do the referee think of it? Now delivering that deep cross. Well, it wasn't the easiest header to control, but still he'll be a bit disappointed. Yildiz. Regained possession. Stewart.
Well, I think he'll fit in well to their style of play. He's a skillful player, but the move will just bring out the best of him.
Now, hold on, Stewart. They're in here. And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit...
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? Oh, that is a wonderful piece of challenging. And the referee sees it as a good challenge. Opportunity it is. Defending of the highest class to stop him. Well, this is the home of live football, and we have more action from Serie A coming up here on EA TV. It's Verona versus Genoa.
Oh, big chance here, Derek.
Oh, a goalkeeper inspired.
Yeah, that's a great save. Really good reaction from the keeper.
And he's through here. And thumped away. Well, it's just about a case of wall-to-wall football live with us here on EA TV. And Stuart and I will be with you for this game coming up.
Well, Derek, I'm really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium, and it should
be... wait a minute. They could well be in. Vlahovic. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And into the last 20 minutes. Real chance. Was that the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity? It's over to the referee. What's she going to do? And in the refereeing trade, they call it dogzo. Denial of a goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, the referee's got that right. He saved a possible goal there, but at a cost.
Chance here. Terrific save. Oh, he's through here. And a really good stop.
Well, that's a save of the highest quality. Great goalkeeping there.
And a wonderful diving save to deny the opportunity. Perfect challenge. And foul it is then. And the referee has shown him a second yellow card. That will be it for him.
Well, his manager will be absolutely furious. He had to be more careful there.
Duda? Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. This might be ideal for the counter. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. He's in behind. Must be. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect. And then just look at the finish, Derek. He reads the flight perfectly and absolutely smashes it beyond the goalkeeper. There's just no stopping that.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Well, interesting. Play on, says the referee. A very good tackle. And in with a real chance. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No complaints from the fans here.
Well, I have to say, Derek, I wasn't expecting them to win their first two games, but they've done everything right. Can they now keep it going? That's the big question.
Space galore. All eyes on one man. A hat-trick in his last game. Will he prosper once more? We'll have the action on EA TV. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, at the microphone. And sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. I'm greatly looking forward to bringing you live coverage of this match being played in Serie A. It's Genoa, and they take on Hellas Verona.
Well, thanks, Derek. The visiting fans must be really pleased with their team's start to the season. They've looked well organised, they've played some good football, and they've been full of energy. Let's hope they show the same qualities today.
The Genoa starting 11.
Well, it's certainly a back four, but I think we'll see a lot of rotation in midfield. They just need to have a good understanding about when to support the front player and when to drop that little bit deeper. It certainly looks like a 4-5-1 to me.
This is the lineup for the visitors today.
Well, as you can see, they're playing with a front two, three central midfield players and a couple of wing-backs. It's a great system when played well, but it does leave them vulnerable to switches of play.
And they kick off here. On the offensive. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Nice weight on the pass. He's in behind the defence here. Must finish. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, he's a player full of confidence at the moment. What a hat-trick it was in the last match. Every time the ball came to me, he looked really threatening. His finishing was excellent. He's certainly going to be a marked man today.
Well, it wasn't the easiest header to control, but still he'll be a bit disappointed. There were certainly question marks about using him in this position, but you have to say he's adjusted rather well. And let's face it, if the last few fixtures are anything to go by, it could become the norm, Stuart.
Well, he's been an absolute dream for the coach. As you said, he's adapted really well to this new position. His tactical understanding of the role has been excellent. He's certainly shown his versatility.
Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness, should have made the keeper work. And the cross goes in. And there it is! The opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging someone to get on the end of it. And what a great finish it is. Struck with power and accuracy, certainly no stopping that.
1-0 then. Malinovsky. Really getting stuck in. Might really be able to trouble them here. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. And when all was said and done, it could have gone in.
Well, the crowd wanted him to shoot, and he did just that. But he's got to hit the target there.
Domagoj Bradaric. Oh, good-looking cross. Will he finish? And at the second time of asking, it's a goal. The keeper, meanwhile, looks to the heavens.
Well, as you can see, it's an error from the goalkeeper. You just can't spill it into a dangerous area like that.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Malinovsky. He's going forward well here. Well, sometimes they come off for you, sometimes they don't, Stuart.
Well, he didn't get the technique right there, and as a result, he mistimes the contact on the ball.
Error from the keeper. Will they seize on it? Moving the ball forward. How creative can they be? Well, whether it's a great chance or a half chance, when you're trailing as they are, you've got to put them away.
Well, if they are going to get back into this, those are the sort of chances they have to take.
Are putting in quite the shift to win the ball back. How could he take them on and beat them? But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Oh, what an opportunity! Surely now. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, let's take another look, and you have to say the defending is so poor. That's far too easy. The keeper had no chance there.
Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. Delightful pass. He's got to score! And tried to drive it home, but couldn't do so.
Well, he decided to go for power, but he's got to hit the target there.
So 2 minutes of stoppage time here. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, to give an honest appraisal of his performance, doesn't look as though he's really been at it, Stuart.
Yeah, he's not been himself, has he? He certainly hasn't been able to get a hold of that midfield area. Whether he's carrying a knock or short of confidence, only he will know that.
And so the match is underway. Well, it wasn't the easiest header to control, but still he'll be a bit disappointed. Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness, should have made the keeper work. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. And when all was said and done, it could have gone in.
Well, the crowd wanted him to shoot, and he did just that. But he's got to hit the target.
Oh, good-looking cross. Will he finish? And at the second time of asking, it's a goal. The keeper, meanwhile, looks to the heavens. Well, sometimes they come off for you, sometimes they don't, Stuart.
Well, he didn't get the technique right there, and as a result, he mistimes the contact.
Surely now. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Vitinha. Oh, moving it nicely. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, he tried to put everything into the shot, but couldn't find the target. Well, they've decided to make a change. Duda. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded, Stuart.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
Oh, a smart stop. Very effective pass. Could be. Oh, a powerful effort. Close. More football from Serie A coming up here on EA TV. It's Genoa facing Roma.
That should be a tasty encounter. Plenty of quality in those two sides. Certainly one to enjoy.
Oh, managing to beat him. Can they put it away? One terrific save after another. So a throw in here. And after the cross, a tremendous block. Take it away. Plenty of support here. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change.
Well, there you have it. Too many chances spurned. Creating opportunities hasn't been an issue. Taking them has. It's been a really frustrating day for them.
Nias. And that's an important intervention. Theme emerging of wasted possession. Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV. Delighted that you're with us, and hope very much you'll join us for this match coming up.
That looks a really entertaining game. Two good teams with two excellent coaches. I can't wait for that one to come round.
Now hold on, Stuart, they're in here. Still a chance. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And then from there, the keeper has little chance. 2-on-1, left completely exposed, and it made for a simple finish in the end.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Malinowski. Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort. Duda. 5 minutes left. A real opening now. It's opened up for him. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, here it is again. It's an easy finish in the end, but what was the keeper thinking? That's a poor bit of defending.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Malinowski. Well, he keeps going. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Sarr. And a strong tackle. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, what a start to the season for them. They look well organised, they look threatening going forward, and they worked really hard to win the ball back. Can they keep it going? That's the big question.
And in the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Stuart.
Well, he was outstanding in most facets of the game. He made good decisions.
We simply have to focus on this man. 3 goals in 3 games, and you can't argue with that. We're live on EA TV. And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. I'm greatly looking forward to bringing you live coverage of this match being played in Serie A. It's Südtirol, and they take on Hellas Verona.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Very quick thinking there. Could be threatening. And it might be. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against, and the movement is so good that they end up with a 2v1 against the goalkeeper, who was completely exposed. Great play, but poor defending.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Well, they kept their shape defensively. Job done for now. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, you have to put that one down as a chance to draw level.
Well, it certainly wasn't an easy chance, but one they needed to take.
Well, the keeper not thinking it through. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. He could pick out a teammate. They could level it. Oh, couldn't pull them level.
Well, they certainly should be level. That was a great opportunity to score.
Federico Chiesa. Quick thinking to win it back. Antonio Barreca. A real opening now. Can they put it away? And pure instinct from the keeper.
Well, a top-class reaction from a top-class goalkeeper. Brilliant stuff.
So the corner played into the box. No one able to do any damage with it. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, here it is again, and the defending simply isn't good enough. They have to react quicker, deal with the danger, and show more urgency, none of which they did, and that's the result.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Teammates available. And fed forwards. Can they forge ahead? Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. And he's in. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. But really, the goalkeeper should never be exposed that easily. Great team goal, but woeful defending.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. That's well blocked. Big chance to get them on terms. Well, hit with ferocity when accuracy was required. Suat Serdar trying to open them up. Well, he's been ruled to have taken up an illegal position, only just, however, Stuart.
Well, he loves running off the back of defenders, but on this occasion, he's just gone a fraction too early.
Really closing him down. Can he convert? Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but.
Well, the stats tell you everything. At times, they've controlled possession, they've created some good opportunities going forward, there's been some good attack in play, but when they've had the chances, they've been really poor in front of goal. It's just not been good enough.
They have the ball again. What can they do with it? Delivered into the area here. Possible opportunity. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just? Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Electing to cross into the centre. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied, and they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Opportunity it is. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, here's the replay, and he's got to clear his lines there. He doesn't do that. He has his pocket picked, and he's been rightly punished. Poor defending.
Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match. Now he's got to stay calm. The net is staring him in the face. Well, a harmless effort when all is said and done. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded, Stuart.
Hang on, Derek, what a chance this is.
Must finish. He's gone and found the net. Brilliant piece of finishing. Magnificent.
Well, you won't see a better connection than this. Hit with such power. What a great goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. And he's through here. Can he finish? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
Really good build-up, but no end product. And a quick reminder, we have plenty of live football in store for you right here on EA TV.
I like the look of that game. The atmosphere is always good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
This could be troublesome. Good-looking move. Is it going to be? Really committed defending. And into the last 20 minutes. Oh, it's cheeky. Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that. Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Suslov. And cutting it out. And teammates around him. Losing possession here. But it should be a Serie A game to savour. You can see it live with us here on EA TV. It's Verona against Torino. Now the counter-attack looks on. And it looked like open road for them, but he's in behind. And it's got to be. The save was a good one. And they've been getting two substitutes warmed up, and both will come on here. Really closing him down here. Opportunity it is. Oh, the flag has gone up here. Offside it is. And the pass deftly cut out. Oh, he's lost possession. Well, the keeper was always likely to do his job under no pressure. Very quick thinking there. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly in that midfield area, and they also looked threatening.
Our cameras on one man. On the back of a hat-trick, will he continue to excel? The action is live on EA TV. Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And we're focusing on live action from Italy's top division, Serie A. It's Hellas Verona, and what a save!
Well, so close to getting that early goal there, but it was a wonderful save by the keeper, you have to say.
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Look what's happening. Can he put it in? Well, that is high-level goalkeeping.
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. That's goalkeeping of the highest quality, I would say.
Superbly read and executed. He knew he had to make the tackle, and did. Well, you certainly can't underplay how proficient the home side are in front of goal. Just look at the record. Best in the league, Stuart.
Well, in attack, they've been so fluid at home. They just know exactly where the next pass should be going. They've got such a great understanding of the game plan, and a lot of credit has to go to the coaching staff.
Serdar. And he's made headway. Superb chance. Oh, strong hand on the ball. Duda. Oh, that is a wonderful piece of challenging. Trying to open them up. Good-looking move. And a goal! That will do it. They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And once he gets onto it, there's only going to be one outcome. It's a lovely goal.
Wasteful from Torino. Well, did well to win the ball back. And in with a real chance. And that is an attempt best forgotten.
Yeah, he's got it all wrong. That's a poor effort, you have to say.
Oh, they have it again. Vlasic. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. This could level it. Oh, but the keeper with an important save. How important is that?
Well, he should score from there. That's a wasted opportunity. He should beat the keeper from that sort of distance.
Could be dangerous. He just needs to remain icy cool. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. Keeper did his job to begin with. And I think the threat has been averted.
Well, that save just about keeps them in this, but they have to pose more of a threat at the other end.
He's found a pocket of space. Vlasic. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. But he's retrospectively awarded the free kick, having let it flow initially. Well, lovely work to get past his man. No problems for the keeper. And we will have just one additional minute. He's in with a chance. And it's got to be. And a goal! They've increased their lead, and they don't want to be throwing it away from here. And half-time it is. An acceptable scoreline from the point of view of the home side. They're on top, Stuart.
Well, we talked about their scoring record at the start of the game, and it's been the same old story today. Far too strong, far too dynamic for their opponents, and clinical when they've had the chances too. I just can't see there being a response, if I'm honest.
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Incisive pass. In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
This looks promising. And a wild, wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
There's been so much speculation in terms of whether the transfer would go ahead, but it will go ahead, Stuart.
Well, considering the current market, this has to be...
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Look what's happening. And firing it towards goal on the volley could have gone in.
Well, that's a big chance. Yes, it's on the volley, but I think he should score there.
Well, no shortage of live action coming your way right here on EA TV. And Stuart and I looking forward to being with you for this match.
I'm really looking forward to that. Two entertaining teams in what should be a really feisty
Oh,
affair.
Stuart, they might be onto something. Oh, he looks threatening. Well, his teammate got him out of trouble. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Will they profit from this situation? Real chance. Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger.
Well, those stats tell you everything. They're opening up the opposition at will, and while we've seen some really poor defending, their attacking play has been excellent.
Yes, the chances just keep on coming. No stopping them, apparently. He's lost it. Well, just a quick reminder, more live football coming your way here on EA TV. I think you might enjoy this game.
Well, the fixtures are coming thick and fast. It should be a good game, that. Hopefully, I've not just given it the commentator's curse.
Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Into the final 20 minutes. And he's through here. Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending. And forcing the error. Is it going to be? And that was a really high-end piece of goalkeeping.
Well, what can you say? That is excellent from the goalkeeper. A brilliant save.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Oh, that's a magnificent volley! What a thumper! And far from simple to put it away, yet dispatched seemingly with ease. If ever there were a reason to get emotional about a goal, you've just been exposed to it.
Well, you won't see a better connection than this. It's a brilliant strike, hit with such power. What a great goal.
A quarter of an hour remaining here. Torino couldn't hang on to it. And room now out on the wing. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Elmas. Just the challenge that was required. And he's in. Surely now. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, it's a decent goal, but the defenders certainly played their part. Where were they? They were absolutely all over the place.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Ito. Samuele Ricci. And Vlasic. Well, he tried to put everything into the shot, but couldn't find the target. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time added on here. An important interception. Oh, breezing past him. Good visualisation and execution. He brings it down, but work to do. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Well, as I keep saying, if you make forward runs and you look to pass the ball forward and have players who can dribble past defenders, you're always going to carry a threat. And that's what they're doing at the moment. Their forward play was scintillating.
He's in with a chance. The cameras are fixed to one man. What a fabulous start to the season for him. Does he have more goals in his future? Stay with us. And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from Serie A. It's Como, and they take on Hellas Verona.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
And now they get the ball rolling. Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today.
Well, in this 4-5-1 shape, it will be interesting to see how close the wide midfield